And we're back with another episode of Lakers Latest. I'm Gerald Glassford, the host of the Lakers Latest podcast, part of the Fan Arc Network. Right there, that logo. Please like and subscribe, hit that thumbs up. Go ahead and make sure you also hit that notification bell, ding ding, so you can be notified when the latest Lakers Latest comes right to you from my good friends at the Fan Arc Network. And speaking of the Fan Arc Network and our show as well, wanted to go ahead and make mention that if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, make sure you like, follow, and also that 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. Even if it's just good show, 5 stars, hey, I'll take it. It's good. It really helps the channel, and it's greatly, greatly appreciated by us. But it's also, as well, my friends at the Fan Arc Network have their own stuff going on a larger basis because they've got a ton of shows besides mine that they produce on a daily basis, a weekly basis, a monthly basis, a yearly basis. So go ahead and, well, for those on YouTube, type in the search Fan Arc and the Fan Arc channel comes right up. You can go ahead and click on it, and there's a ton of shows featuring a ton of teams right there. Or just type it up in your normal search engine right there on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. It should come up for all the great shows that they have right there. And make sure you like, subscribe, and follow to those shows as well. Well, the Lakers coming off that really comfortable, easy win in Golden State. Wasn't sure what we were going to expect because there was still a lot on line on Friday night as the Lakers came back home to the friendly confines of the crypt against the Phoenix Suns. Well, it turns out, and this will be a larger issue I will tell you here in a second, but needless to say, of course, the Lakers had some people out of the lineup, but they also had some important players return to the lineup, namely Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart returned to the bench, per se. He didn't come into the starting lineup, but to the bench, playing limited minutes. But he was a big help and a big boost in his short and productive time while it was there. In fact, for him, 18 minutes tonight, 7 assists, 2 steals for him, and 6 points. So definitely it was a good outing for him and providing some really good help for the Lakers coming off the bench. And the Lakers themselves got off to a good start, led by 9 after the first quarter, gave it almost, well, actually, they did give it all back. They were actually down at a certain point during the second quarter, but they came back strong, closed it out by the end of the half, still ahead by 9. Third quarter and the fourth quarter, that's what it told the story as far as they're concerned. The second half for the Lakers, they outscored Phoenix. It wasn't a high scoring half by any stretch of the imagination, but 44-25. LA outscored Phoenix in the second half. Basically in the third quarter, late in the third quarter, then early in the fourth, started to kick it into cruise control. Once they got in the double digits, then it just kept rising from there, and they finished off the Phoenix Suns very handily, 101-73, which is absolutely a great victory for them, 101-73. Short-handed was the Phoenix Suns without Devin Booker and other players. Good win as well. And among other players, of course, the Lakers without their stars and also Jackson Hayes as well. So everybody, had a fair shake as far as who was in, who was out, and whatnot. But LeBron James, he still came to play. Man, again, we could go across the board. You could be mad at him. You could be happy for him. You could be pro LeBron. You could be anti LeBron. But you just got to amaze at what he's doing right now. Back to back games. In fact, he played well in Dallas too. He has played well and had to step up ever since the announcements of the injuries happened. And he's done what he used to do. It's like it's old hack to him. So 28 points, 12 assists for him, 4 steals. Luke Kennard, once again, given a dominant role as a ball handler there as well, out there for 28 minutes this time around. 19 points for him, 2 of 4 from 3, and 3 steals. Yeah, it just, again, got a solid effort all the way around from everybody on both ends of the floor, and 101-73. Wasn't the best shooting day for either team, but hey, again, That second half, they got to clamp down a little bit more on defense, got the turnovers that they needed, and it really helped from there. After especially yesterday, they did so well getting all those steals. They did a good job again of really trying to apply the pressure onto the Phoenix Suns, and the Phoenix Suns had 23 turnovers. Yeah, really sloppy play by them, especially in the second half. Lakers get the victory 101 to 73. They're 52 and 29. They are officially at least fourth place in the Western Conference. The Houston Rockets lost their game to the Minnesota Timberwolves, and they are officially the fourth place team. The Lakers are as of now in the Western Conference. They've clinched that, but they can go even higher on Sunday with a win, and also as well. Well, they have a win against Utah first on Sunday, but if Denver, who plays at the same time, they like to do that, the NBA, so they have all these teams play around the same time so that they can all watch each other's games and can't be manipulated as much. Denver has to lose its matchup in its final game. I believe it's against San Antonio. Most likely not having Wembanyama because I believe he did play tonight, 40 points, and was able to go ahead and clinch, I believe, his 65 game streak as far as season. So I think he qualifies for all the postseason awards. So I don't think he'll be playing on Sunday. So we'll have to wait and see what Denver does and how they do. But if Denver loses and the Lakers win, they become tied and the Lakers win the tiebreaker there. But as of now, Denver's in third, and the Lakers have clinched fourth place at the very least. So they will at least have one home series in the playoffs. What are your thoughts about that? What are your thoughts about tonight? Again, another easy second half for the Lakers. I enjoyed it. It's less stress on my life. It's always more enjoyable. So let me know your thoughts on how the Lakers played. Again, they played with really good effort on the defensive end, and I think it showed against a team that seemed to be very down on manpower themselves, which I'll go ahead and talk about here in a little bit. But again, do you have thoughts on the game itself, or where the Lakers are they at this, in the Western Conference standings? If you could think they reach third on Sunday, let me know that. It looks like it'll be still a daunting task. Denver, OKC thought it was going to be a better matchup, but OKC decided to sit a lot of players down, as we'll mention again here in a second. So, yeah, that was kind of disappointing as Denver had an easy win. But again, looking forward to seeing what happens Sunday. The Lakers still have a chance to get third place in the Western Conference, so we'll see what happens from there indeed. But the Lakers did, before the game today, on Friday, they waived Kobe Buffkin. The Kobe Buffkin experiment, who did so well in the G League, was getting really good numbers, but again, a situation where the G League doesn't always translate into the NBA, quite often doesn't translate into the NBA as far as what that next level does. He just didn't do well in his time with the Lakers. Didn't look good, didn't look promising enough. And he did have a 2-year contract the rest of this year and next year, but the next year was a team option. So they've already exercised that option as far as not giving it to him. And they waived him earlier on Friday. So that leaves a roster spot open. They could bring up one of the two-way guys like a Nick Smith or a Drew Timme or a Chris Mannion, or could they go away of picking up someone else? Maybe a ball handler like Cole Anthony. Lonzo Ball's name has been mentioned. Chris Paul being dusted off and maybe coming back into the league for a last hurrah. Or, as mentioned by others, Ben Simmons. Pinty mentioned him. We'll go ahead and talk about that as far as his comments here in a second. So, yeah, who do you think, or what do you think should happen with that final roster spot the Lakers have to fill this weekend for eligibility into the playoffs? Let us know your thoughts down below as well. But before we get to Pinty's comments, and also as well Craig and also Scooby, I got one from Scooby this time around. Want to go ahead and mention for you guys as far as the NBA sick day was today. Was on Friday. Did you know that the NBA sick day was on Friday? Because remember now, there are approximately 450 players that play in the league at any given time. It's just 450, right around 450, give or take maybe some 10 days, bring that up a little bit. But usually it's 450 that plays in the league at any given time. On Friday, at least 168 NBA players were listed out with injuries or illness for the injury reports for Friday and were listed out. Got so bad in the Memphis Utah game, a combined 13 players played in that game. 13 players were eligible to play in that game. That's 13. 7 on one side, 6 on the other. So yes, Friday was a very black eye on the league, in my opinion. I understand there's resting for the playoffs, but this is not what you want to put out. This was, in the midst of tanking and other stuff, just absolutely very disappointing to see. Again, it helped the Lakers, so I guess I can't be too mad about it. I can't be too hypocritical about it because it helped the Lakers because they didn't have Goodwin and Devin Booker, among others, in there. But still, across the league, 168 NBA players out, injured or illness listed as, so that they couldn't play on Friday. So again, that made the games less competitive. I'm sure in many cases less exciting to watch. I think the product that you saw in LA on Friday night with the Lakers and Suns probably wasn't the best showcase of the Immortals when you talk about what's going on with the NBA. So it wasn't the best example of basketball that was out there, especially on Phoenix's part. So again, if you have thoughts on that, please let me know right down below for Lakers latest. But before we head on out, we are getting to your comments. I do want to go ahead and transition into that real quick. I want to go ahead. My man Pinty. Pinty is talking about Smart and LBJ now. Good job for tonight. Yes, they did do a good job. Smart came in, provided really some good things in there, and LeBron James. I like how he's doing that bank shot as of lately. Yeah, it's funny because when Kobe and Jordan added that bank shot to their game, just it has a different look to it. And I really like the way that when somebody goes to that after a long time shooting in a different fashion, it just looks different, feels different, and it looks good when it goes in. Uh, Maybe Lonzo Ball, good defender, and LA loves him. Do your history and research there, Pinty. Not everybody in LA loved Lonzo Ball. He was popular, but his dad rubbed a lot of people the wrong way because they were so close together, the BBB stuff and all that. But he was booed at times during his tenure with the Lakers, and you can easily look that up as far as the case is concerned. So uh, now things have thawed out, and as far as any hostility the Lakers have towards him, but again, there's also the fact that he has at 28 some really bad knee histories that I don't think you want to go ahead and delve into because I remember with the Haywood Highsmith deal as far as it's concerned. I said no Haywood Highsmith because of the knee issues. He has barely been able to play for the Suns because of his knee issues. Same thing with Lonzo Ball. I just think that there's just too much of a history there as far as his knee are concerned. So you probably want to stay away from him. But he may be somebody at this point. If you're getting someone with a pulse, I guess that's okay. They do need a ball handler out of anything because obviously when you don't have Luka and Austin, and you have Luke Kennard playing more on ball, much more on ball instead of off the ball, then that's obviously means you need a ball handler. So Lonzo Ball, they'll probably take a look at. Chris Paul, they're going to probably take a look at. Lakers might take a shot or on Ben Simmons. Whew. And when I saw that from Pinty, I got that chill. When something scary really happens. It's like, oh my gosh, Ben Simmons, please, no. Cole Anthony, I guess that's the one I'm saying. But again, I'm not gonna. If they get any one of these guys, how much are they going to seriously help? But even if a Cole Anthony comes in there 10, 15 minutes, how effective will he be out there on the floor? We'll have to wait to see who they pick up, or do they move up just one of the two-way guys like Drew Timme or Nick Smith Jr. or Chris Mannion? Please let me know your thoughts below on who you think they should pick up after the waiving of Kobe Buffkin. Please let us know right there down below in the comments below. And also, as well, wanted to mention my man Craig. Great win for the Lakers. Third would be great. Fourth is probably more realistic. Marcus Smart makes a difference. Yes, he does. LeBron has found a second life with Austin and Luka out. He loves running the offense. Too bad Luka and Austin can't play off ball more. Yes. As you watch our show, Craig, on my other channel, there's a very vocal minority of the players of the people that are on that chat that really want Luka and Austin, especially Luka, to shoot less and distribute the ball more and play more off ball. And, you know, again, what would that look like? I would love to see a little bit more sharing the ball at times. So they do get a little bit ball centric at times when they're in there in the lineup, but you still want them to maintain a high level of scoring ability. So JJ when they come back has to find that mix. But you see when you involve Kennard in the offense as opposed to when you don't, because before he became the ball handler out of necessity, there was a period of time, even that 9-game win streak, where he was not getting the ball much at all. In fact, I think he had one or two 0-point games, if I remember correctly. So, yes, definitely get him more involved when they come back, and definitely keep LeBron involved in playing like this. That would be great. And Lakers might have a chance to get out of the first round, indeed. But great hearing from you, Craig, as well. Wishing you and Pinty a great weekend. And also Scooby Fish wanted to go ahead and mention him in his comments because he talked about the Golden State game, and LeBron and Bronny crushed the leftover rubbish in Golden State. Steph Curry should demand a trade. This Warriors franchise gets blown out all the time. Then Bay Area media writes fake articles to brainwash Dubs. Okay. Maybe the NBA will cheat the ping pong balls so the Warriors can draft Cam Boozer. Maybe. Everybody seems to think that the Cooper Flag pick was a fix. So, at this point, who am I to argue? But all right. But great to hear from you, Scooby. Glad you enjoy what we're doing as far as the Lakers coverage that I provide on a daily basis. Truly appreciate it. But it is Gerald Glassford. Thanks again for listening. It is something I will go ahead and talk about Luke Kennard a little more on tomorrow's show as we get you prepped up for the final game of the regular season against the Utah Jazz. Can you believe how fast this season has gone by? This season has gone by so fast, and it's gone. It's gone as far as the regular season. It'll be gone on Sunday. So, if you have any thoughts on how the Lakers are doing heading into the postseason, do you think they can grab third? Were you mad at all the players, including Victor, as far as being able to play? He was one of the few that did go out there and play. But are you mad at all the sick day players out there? Kobe Buffkin, unfortunately, his time is done as a Laker. And then, of course, also as well, LeBron James making another great performance as far as the Lakers beating the Suns. Third place is still a possibility for the Lakers. Can they do it? We'll get you prepped up for the game against Utah, talk about Luke Kennard and a little more, and some other good, interesting news. And maybe I'll even have an idea of who the Lakers have picked up by then. I should. Maybe. We'll find out. We'll find out because, it's got to happen by the end of the season. So we will wait and see, most likely. So, again, it's Gerald Glassford. Thanks again for watching, listening. Truly appreciate you spreading out the word of the Lakers' latest show, especially on audio podcasts like, of course, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. 5-star review for me if you can. It is greatly and sincerely appreciated. And my friends at the Fan Arc as well, give them some love. And of course, for my friends on YouTube here, cannot thank you enough. If you like, share, and subscribe, if you do that, I am indebted to you. Hit that notification bell because you'll be notified every time I come up with a new Lakers latest. So for the Fan Arc Network, this is Gerald Glassford. Thanks again for watching this thing. I will be back to get you prepped for the Lakers and Utah. The final game of the regular season will be happening when I come back at you as far as getting you prepped and we'll see what happens. But I'm so thankful that you're here, thankful that you're watching, and I'll be back tomorrow to get you prepped for the final game of the season right here at Lakers Latest. Thanks so much for watching, and have yourself a great day.